But in this, I forgot to change my class. And so for an entire mission, my guys were pretty weak. So mid-mission, I actually went back and changed one of their classes. I didn't have the equipment to change both of them. So that just cost me like 5 minutes.
Ah, that sucks.
But I was still able to keep playing it. So it's not like I wasted the whole first hour. I could have reset and tried doing it again, sure, but it didn't feel worth it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just finished the run, then the next day, I did it better, and cut like 6 minutes off the time.
Well, that's the way to do it then.
Yeah. I could probably cut more time off. Actually, I think I can cut a lot of time off if I get really lucky. But I don't know if I want to try and go that way. If I catch a Hawkman in like the 3rd mission, I can make him change his class into a unit that can lead an actual group and just make a flying unit and fly straight to the enemy fortress, which will save a lot of time.
That sounds like a kind of hacks way of doing it, but I mean...
Yeah, it would be really hacks, except the problem is finding a wild monster like that
Pretty rare.
Easy. Yeah. Like when I was testing it out with a couple units, I sat there walking around for way too long and not getting anything.
Well, every time you do it, you get better.
Yeah.
So have you hit your goal, Tara, of getting more than 10 blocks placed?
I think I might be at 15 at this point.
Well, you're getting closer.
Small steps.
Small steps.
Little itty bitty.
Damn it, why did I do that?
Yeah, I've actually put more time into my casual run in chapter 1 than I do in a speed run.
So what happens now that you have that? Because you have your speedrun on a website, right? That's how that works?
Yeah, it's up on speedrun.com.
Okay. So then what happens now? You just wait for someone to challenge you, basically?
It's just up there saying, hey, look, this is the fastest you can beat the game. At least I can beat the game. Somebody else can look at it that may know the game and say, hey, that's pretty cool. Maybe I can do it slightly better. And they do it. And they could post it up and say, hey, look, I did a better time than you. Or
and then you're going to be like, damn it!
Maybe they had one close to mine. Even if they don't beat mine, they can still put it up there. Let's say if it takes them 6 hours to do it. They can still post it. I can still watch the run, verify it, and place them on the leaderboard where they need to be. Because I'm now the moderator of it.
How would you become the moderator of it?
Because I have the fastest time, and so it's now up to me to keep that game in check.
Interesting.
Yep. It makes it so it's not all on the shoulders of a very small number of people to keep up on every game in the world.
That makes sense.
Just whoever's the best at these games keeps up on those games, and it's their job to keep them up and running.
Oh, well. People will never forget about Ogre Battle now, thanks to you.
Yeah, hopefully. I love the game. I always have.
True.
I think I can finally do the next mission. I'm about to start scene 7 out of 43. And I have 6 hours. That's an hour over my time to beat it. But yeah, going through it right now, I plan on trying to have. I'm challenging myself to only have one of every single unit in the game. Without like using any cheap tactics like duplicating items that can level up my characters and stuff. Oh good, I need this mission.
Boom.
I'll unlock 2 special characters.
Nice.
I'm also trying to obtain all the special characters. Also, not you can't technically obtain all of them, but the most possible.
So Mirror Foxes looks like a warthog. Tara. That's awesome.
Hey,
Isn't that great?
You guys don't hear my game volume, do you?
Nope.
It does kind of look like a warthog.
Okay,
I mean, it's cool, but
Freaky, you just had lasagna? I'm actually gonna give you more points on that one, just because I like how you like his look more like a warthog.
A puma?
Yes, I win. I win again with a percentage D. It's not first place, but it wins.
you did win. I thought it was pretty clever having the nose come all the way. I thought it was a pretty clever build.
Yeah, I also plan on working on a different version of Final Fantasy 1 that's a lot easier to run. So I can actually get a completed time. It's working on the original, it's a pain in the butt. There's a reason why only 5 people have done the run that I'm working on, because it's challenging. Very
Wow, this
unforgiving.
person.
Are you talking to him directly?
Well, he was talking in the chat, and apparently I gave him points, and I laughed, and then he said so rude. I don't get why he was saying so rude. Veggie lasagna? I've never had veggie lasagna. That sounds kind of interesting.
I think I have. Sure I have. And I'm sure it was great.
I think Mirror Fox is upset that that I gave you 2 points instead of 1.
Yeah.
Well, we both gave him 1 point, and I mean, I don't want to say that mine was better than his, but I feel like it kind of was. Like I said, his was still good. It wasn't bad. I liked it. I liked yours because it looked like a monkey elephant.
I know what they use. I need to make the ears longer and drippier.
Yeah. I can see that.
I can spend my time trying to redo this entire thing. So I was like, here it is. 3 circles, 2 little eyes, and make the nose.
I need to remember to have an empty inventory space so that when I press my 6 button, I don't have anything in my inventory. Because that kind of irritates me.
Why?
Because then you take a picture, but you don't have, like, sometimes a block or your tools in the way.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying now.
So I always forget to leave 6 empty. Apparently, I need to place 50 orange stone blocks during a build-off. So whatever I'm making is going to have orange.
Oh, you're gonna build off yet? Oh, no.
Yep. You can use eggplant or spinach in the veggie lasagna. Ooh. Well, spinach I'm okay with. I'm not really a fan of eggplant. Though we did have a, we had a pork tenderloin in the slow cooker all day. But it had tomato sauce and chopped zucchini with a little bit of basil. So it was good. It was different. The zucchini came out really well. I think there wasn't enough sauce, so I think what we're gonna have to do is cut down the meat a little bit and increase the sauce count. So probably, yeah, we'll probably either have to cut the meat in half or double the sauce in order for it to really soak in, because the meat didn't really get a lot of the flavor that we were hoping for.
Oh, did you guys watch the patch notes today for Smite?
I did not.
I did not. What's up with tonight?
For Season 4, there was a 3.5 hour stream for the patch notes.
Really?
The longest, usually they're an hour long. This was 3.5 hours. That's how many changes they had.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Gameplay changes?
Of gameplay changes, god changes, item changes, like a lot of stuff. Map changes. They're changing Clash and some stuff in Conquest. Clash now has got an Egyptian map,
Nice.
and they like changed the Phoenix, so now it's like a Sphinx, and it shoots you like really rapidly, like stares at you, like shoots these beams out of its eyes at you and deals very small amounts of damage, but they gradually tick up rapidly.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Like added damage. I like that.
But it's like over the same period of time, you probably take as much damage as the Phoenix, but now it just hits you a lot more, and you can just notice it getting stronger and stronger.
Oh, that's interesting.
It just gives like a new mechanic for like tanking the Phoenix and stuff, I guess.
Well, just something you have to kind of think about with your strategy now.
Yeah. And they changed lots of stuff in the map, though. They got rid of the Gold Fury and the Fire Giant and put in this new boss that spawns at 10 minutes in the middle of the map where the red buff is. And the red buff will disappear and get replaced by this giant like serpent. And if you kill the serpent, your team gets a very powerful buff.
Isn't there one where if you kill it, then it puts a ward?
That's in the Conquest.
Oh, okay.
Yes, if you kill the 2 Gold Fury Harpies, it'll give you a ward for the Gold Fury. That's a Conquest thing. They made lots of minor Conquest changes. Actually, a lot of major ones, but you guys don't play Conquest enough to really see a lot of those changes. But Clash,
don't have the time.
Yeah, Clash is a huge difference, and it should be pretty cool.
Upside down.
They're resetting everybody's elo, a hard reset. So everybody's going to be at
That's good to hear.
pretty much 1500.
I like that.
So all of the really good players, all of the really bad players will all be playing in one giant pool. So it'll be a mess for the first couple weeks. Your games could be, you might have insane gods on your team or people that run into walls.
Sounds kind of brutal.
But eventually everybody will be placed where they should again. But I kind of like it, because I like my elo being low. Like when we play on the computer, how it feels like I'm clubbing baby seals. I think that's how it'll feel like most of the time after the elo reset, so that'll be pretty cool. It'll be refreshing.
When are they doing it?
When the new patch comes out in 2 weeks. So there'll be a little bit of time.
This poor guy. Go ahead.
For Season 4, they're going to have a lot of changes. So they're going to have everything live on the PTS for a while. To try to get as much feedback as possible to balance things last minute.